There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, what are some helpful tips for young marriage? Answer by Michelle Clark. You've already received some great tips. I'd like to list the worst advice you may or may not have already heard. Marriage is easy when you find the one. Don't argue, because conflict is a sign of a bad marriage. Never go to bed angry. In a good marriage, romance and passion will always be alive. When you're in love, you should automatically know what makes your spouse feel loved. Your spouse will complete you. Marriage is about being happy. Spouses will naturally grow closer as time goes by. The key to a successful marriage is to love and be loved. Thinking more of your spouse and kids than you do of yourself is a sign that you are a loving person. This marriage assessment can help you establish a baseline health of your marriage and give an indication of the areas you need to pay extra attention to. Source: the worst marriage advice ever. Answer by Beth Anseviter. Spend time together in shared interests. Don't get jealous. Don't get controlling. Let them have their privacy. Trust them. Stay out of debt. Put each other first. If something about you upsets them, change if you can, or work with them at the very least. Listen. Forgive small failures. Work on big failures together. Work on your relationship at least as hard as you work on your career. Be supportive. Be loving. Be intimate. My great-grandmother said when you marry the right man, you marry 3 men. You marry your brother, your lover, and your best friend. You marry someone who will tease you but let no one else hurt your feelings. You marry someone with whom you share passion. And you marry someone you can happily spend time with doing something, or nothing, and feel just as fulfilled. When one of these men leaves your marriage, it will just as likely be because you have made him feel unwelcome. So nurture and make grow all 3 relationships. She was married 72 years. Answer by Bernard M. 1. Pay attention to your spouse. Notice any positive changes to their appearance. Notice any of their important belongings around the house. They will ask for them later when they are in a rush. Notice what they like doing, what they don't like doing, what they want you to do. Then step up and help out in the relevant areas. Paying attention tells them that you are thinking about them, you care about them, that you love them, and you know what's important to them. 2. Intentionally engage with your spouse at least one a day, if not more. Engage and talk and share about the day, what's most pressing on your mind and theirs, planning for the next day. Once the formal stuff is out of the way, you sometimes just can't talk about anything else until you relieve the top pressures of your mind. Engage on a more personal level, like how do you feel about that thing that happened today? Or what would you rather do than work, other activity? Sometimes dive into your dreams and hopes for the each in the future. 3. Surprise them. Do stuff behind the scenes that your spouse needs done. Plan dates. Leave notes of appreciation. Also see 30 ways to make your husband's day and 30 ways to make your wife's day.